said, whenever we start trading, start from the monthly time frame. Okay, it's important that as price action traders, we use a top-down approach, because we want to see the markets from a bigger perspective of what it is, and take it down to small time frames to look for a real-time trade opportunity. So it's important that as price action traders, we should start from the biggest time frame available to us. Okay, so now in this case, we are on a monthly time frame, and I just circled out the real-time area where prices is currently at. Okay, so this is where prices currently at. So my job is what? Trying to understand the story that took prices there. Okay, now when I use the word story, I mean, what are the structures? What are the structures that took prices there? Are they bearish structures of lower highs and lower lows? Or are they bullish structures of higher highs and higher lows? What is the story that took prices there? Okay, so now we'll zoom in a bit to try and see the story of this particular pair correctly. Okay, so clearly we can see price make push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. Within the context of this fractals, this is the last higher low, then this is push. Okay, so now the story is a story of a beautiful bullish structure. Okay, so we can see this clearly. It's very clear, it's evident that it's a beautiful bullish structure. Okay, so now that has been seen, we are going to connect this information down with information on the smaller time frames. Okay, on other time frames to see a real-time trade opportunity at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we are trying to see a real-time trade opportunity. So we are trying to connect the information on the monthly time frame and see if our real-time trade opportunity is within the direction of trend or if it's a retracement. Okay, so on the weekly, this is push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. This is the same monthly structure, push, exhaustion. Then all of these are push. But within the confines of this fractal, remember fractals are measured by the length of the exhaustion. If you measure the length of this exhaustion, you know that this is the last higher low here, because there's no exhaustion ahead of it that has the same length in terms of exhaustion as this one. Okay, we can also just do a quick measurement of that from the highest point right here to the lowest point right here. This is 1,679 pips. Then from the high to here, this is 10. Okay, so clearly this is within the confines of this fractals. This is the last higher low right here. Okay, so now this means the our trade opportunity has been slimmed. Okay, when prices eventually breaks here, then price has broken into that fractal. But currently our trade opportunity has been slimmed between this low and this high. This means we have no business outside of this for now. We can only use the overall information, knowing fully well that price is clearly bullish. Okay, so now our tradable area has been slimmed between that high to this low. Okay, so we're going to zoom in and focus on that tradable area. Okay, so what is the structure? Push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. Overall, all of this push is an exhaustion. Price established this as an higher low by creating an higher high. Okay, so clearly we know that this is the last higher low right here. When prices breaks this, then price has broken into another fractal. Okay, but right now within the context of these fractals, our current tradable area would be between this low and this high. Okay, push, push. So the monthly correlated with the weekly, letting us know that overall prices is bullish. The monthly has shown us that price is bullish. The weekly has shown us that price is bullish. That is enough to let us know that overall GDP JPY is bullish. This means that if we are selling a retracement. If we are buying the direction. Okay, and the rules are if you are selling a retracement, exit at 61.8 Fibonacci of the broken fractal. If you are buying the direction or selling the direction, it just depends, exit at the 100.0 of the broken fractal. Okay, so our trade opportunity has been slimmed to this low and this high. This is our current trading opportunity. Okay, so we'll take it to the daily time frame. Okay, so within the confines of the daily time frame, this is push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push. Okay, so clearly without any iota of doubt, prices is currently bullish. Okay, so price is bullish from the monthly time frame down to the daily time frame. Okay, so within the confines of this fractals, this is the last higher low right here. Okay, if you measure this to this, you will see that it is longer in terms of pips of length to anything in front of it. So this is the last higher low. Okay, so this means that our current tradable area, when prices breaks here, price has broken into this fractal. Okay, but at this moment in time, price is still trading above it. This means that what our current tradable area is going to be the area between what the low right here and the high right here. This is going to be our current tradable area. Okay, so we are going to take this to the 4 hours. Okay, and on the 4 hours, this is the low we just talked about, and this is the high we just talked about. Okay, so within the confines of this, we saw prices make what? Push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. Within the confines of this is the last higher low. This means that if prices breaks into this, then price has broken into another fractal. Okay, but currently within the confines of the fractals, our current tradable area will be between this low and this high right here. This is our current tradable area. Okay, so what did we see within the confines of this tradable area? We had seen prices make what? We had seen prices make push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push. Okay, this is the last higher low right here. Then prices came and prices broke structure. When prices broke structure, what did prices do? Prices went to the maximum available for us in a retracing market. This means that if you sold this break of structure, the maximum you can sell to is the 61.8, because that is the maximum allowed for us in a retracing market. Okay, so now from the Fibonacci, from the lowest point of the broken fractal to the highest point, price is rejecting at what? The 61.8. So there's a probability that what price will turn out to an higher low. Then this will now be push, exhaustion, all of these are push. A break of the bearish structure, prices went what? To the highest level available for us in a retracing market. Why do I say for us? Because price can decide to go further than that. But if it breaks the structure, then it has broken the structure. But so far it trades above the last higher low, then the structure is still respected. But for us, if we are picking on trade, the maximum available for us is the 61.8. So prices came to the maximum available for us in the 61.8. And we all know that 61.8 acts as a reversal area. 61.8 can reverse prices. Okay. So when price came to this 61.8 now, there's a probability that what? If prices turns this 61 point, the structure, if price turns it to an higher low, then prices, if prices breaks the bearish structure, I mean, that is the structure that brought prices down, this bearish structure. If prices breaks it, then prices will turn to an higher low, then eventually come to the overall 100.0 to continue its overall beautiful bullish structures of higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so this means that what? In a retracing market, price has completed its job, coming to 61 points in a retracing market. 61 point acts as a reversal area. This means that what? A break of the bearish structure that brought price to 61 points. What are we going to be doing? We are going to be buying to the 100.0 of the broken fractal to eventually get to the top right here. Okay, we'll buy to the 100.0 of the broken fractal. It's all about fractal trading. Okay, so now we'll know that our price is trading at 61.8 now, which is the reversal area. So we are going to go down time frames and look for what? A break of the bearish structure that brought price down to 61.8, and a break of this structure will buy toward the 100.0 of the broken fractal, which takes us down towards to the 1 hour time frame to look at the break of structure. The break of structure is also clear on the 1 hour time frame, which is what? These are the bigger fractals here. Push, exhaustion, push, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is what? A separate fractal. Then what? The fractal that was broken is the fractal of push, exhaustion. Okay, let's see it together again. Fractal that was broken, push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push, for a continuous bearish structure of lower highs and lower lows. Then what did prices do? Prices broke the structure right here. On the 1 hour time frame, this is the close of the candlestick that broke the structure. This means you can buy here, put your stop loss here, then exit here within the confines of these fractals. Okay, and we all know that what? You can buy using any of our 3 entry variations. Okay, so that is what? You can allow prices to come for 61 point, which it eventually did. Buy pinpoint at 61.8, then buy back to this place. Or use what? The 3rd entry variation, which is what? Read the structures that brought prices to 61.8. If the structures are very clear, if they are not clear, just use entry variation 2 and just walk away. You understand? So our exit is here. When prices breaks into the next fractal, which is this big fractal, then we know that what? Our exit is here. Okay, but we trade within the confines of fractal. So I'm going to exit my trade here. This means that what? This means that what? When prices breaks into the next fractal, I will only get into that trade when prices comes back to 61.8. And if price decides that, oh, I'm not coming back to 61.8, I'm going straight to take profit, it's not a problem. You know, price will eat take profits, and I'll be waiting for what? A break of the bullish structure to sell back to 61.8 whenever it gives me that opportunity. Okay, so this opportunity currently, our current opportunity is between this high and this low right here. So now let's take it to the 30 minutes also to see it. Okay, because I'm in this trade using what? The 30 minutes candlestick. So the big fractal, this is push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. Within the confines of these fractals, like we said, this is the last lower high. Okay, so within the confines of small fractals, all of these are push. Let's take all of this as an exhaustion. All of these are push, exhaustion. All of these are push. Then what? The clear break of structure happened at this point. When the clear break of structure happened, what can we do? You can buy pinpoints. Use what? A price action driven stop loss, which is what? At the low. Okay, this is a price action driven stop loss. Okay, and a price action driven exit, which is what? 100.0 of the broken fractal, since we are exiting in the direction of trend. Now we know that what? That is entry variation. We know that what? We have 3 variations of entry. So now what is the next one? The next variation of entry that you can use is what? Is what? Bring your Fibonacci from the lowest point right here of the push. This is the lowest point of the push. So the highest point that prices came back to. Clearly we can see that what? Prices came back to the 61.8. Okay, price came back to the 61.8 to give us what? The entry variation 2 opportunity. So the push break of structure happened right here. When price broke the structure, what did it do? It went up a little bit, came back to give us entry variation 2 opportunity, which is what? 61.8 pinpoints buy. Okay, so what can we do in this case? We can do what? Buy pinpoint at 61.8. Put your stop loss at the low right here. Then use a price action driven exit. So we discovered that what? Using entry variation 1 will give us just over a 1 ratio 1 risk reward, which is okay, to be honest. If you have 100k prop accounts and you risk 1k, you will earn like maybe 1,100 and 1,200 on this trade. Entry variation 2 will give us about 1 ratio 2.7 or 2.8 risk reward. This means that what? If you have 100k prop accounts, if you risk 1k, you will go with like 2.8k on this particular trade. You understand? So which is fine. You know, it's a trade opportunity, and we're gonna and it's beautiful. You understand? So when price hits take profit here, we'll be done with our trade within the confines of this fractal, because price has gotten to the maximum available for us within the confines of that fractal, which is 100.0. When prices breaks above, then price has broken into another fractal. So now for us to get into this trade opportunity, we know that what? We have same 3 variations of entry, which is what? Buy here, price action driven stop loss at the low, buy to the top. If the risk reward doesn't make sense, because this is supposed to be your exit, if the risk reward doesn't make sense, which clearly doesn't make sense, what do? Allow prices to come back to the overall 61.8 again, you know. Then by that time, all of this will be push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. All of this will be push. All of this will be the structure that broke. Okay, all of this will be the structure that broke. Then what? If entry variation 1 doesn't make sense, allow price to come for entry variation 2, which is 61.8. Buy pinpoint at 61.8 with your stop loss at the low, or what? Or use entry variation 3, which is what? The fractal that took prices down to 61.8. Buy, stop loss at the low, then buy to what? To the 100.0 of the broken fractal. Okay, and if price decides that I'm not giving you guys entry variation 2 and 3, okay, it wants to break structure and head straight to take profit, that is okay. You know, that is okay. This will be done. Then once that is done, my job again will be what? Looking for a break of the bullish structure to sell to at maximum the 61.8. So this is how we play with prices forever. You know, forever, because prices moves in. The first things you learn when you're trading is that what? Prices moves in wave patterns. So our job is what? Just taking advantage of this wave movement, and this is what we do forever and ever when it comes to price action. Okay, direction, buy to 100, retracement, sell to 61.8, and this is how we keep doing it, just taking advantage of this. And this is how we've been able to make consistent. This is how we've been able to be consistent over the years, using what? A consistent price action system. So guys, if you are looking to learn more with me, you can join my mentorship platform. During my mentorship, I'm going to hold you by the hand through 2 months and the art and the mastery of price action. And I assure every one of you that join my mentorship program that you are all going to see a direct reflection positively in your analysis, in your trading, and in your results. Okay, so link is in the description below, and I'll be looking forward to seeing all of you join my mentorship program. Have a nice one.